Hi there, trainers. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that confuses a lot of people, RNG and how it determines what Pokemon you get in raids. I'm going to explain this so simply that literally anyone can understand it. We're talking toddler level simple here. And then I'll show you exactly how to use the SV Seedfinder plugin to get perfect legal Pokemon every single time. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's demystify RNG once and for all. Alright, let's start with an analogy that makes everything click. Imagine RNG like a giant magical cookie factory. Every single time you want a cookie, this factory needs a special recipe number. We call this number a seed. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is the key thing to understand. If you give that factory recipe number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it will always, and I mean always, make you the exact same cookie. Same chocolate chips, same size, same sweetness level, everything identical. But, and this is crucial, if you change even one single digit, like changing it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, you get a completely different cookie. Maybe this one has raisins instead of chocolate chips, or it's bigger, or it's a different flavor entirely. This is exactly how Pokemon work in Terra raids. The game doesn't just randomly throw stats together, it follows precise mathematical recipes. So what does RNG actually stand for? Random number generator. But here's the thing that blows most people's minds. It's not actually random at all. Think of it like having a magic math calculator. You put in your seed number on one side, the calculator does some incredibly complex mathematics. We're talking billions of calculations, and out comes your Pokemon with very specific stats. Same seed equals same Pokemon, every single time. That's not random. That's completely predictable. The random part is just which seed number gets picked initially. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The game creates your Pokemon exactly like a toy factory assembly line. And just like a real factory, it always follows the same steps in the exact same order. Step 1. It creates something called an encryption constant. Think of it like a barcode for your Pokemon. Step 2. It decides whether your Pokemon will be shiny or not. Step 3. It sets all the voids. That's how strong your Pokemon is in different battle stats. Step 4. It picks the ability. That's your Pokemon's special power. Step 5. It chooses the gender, boy or girl. Step 6. It sets the nature. That's your Pokemon's personality that affects how its stats grow. Step 7. Finally, it decides the height and weight. You cannot skip steps. You cannot do them out of order. You cannot go backwards. It's like an assembly line that's been programmed to work one specific way, and it never changes. And this is where people get into trouble. They think, oh, I want a perfect shiny Charizard with maximum IVs and everything, hidden ability, and adamant nature. But remember our cookie factory? Each recipe number only makes one specific type of cookie. You can't take the chocolate chips from recipe number 100, combine them with the sugar from recipe 200, and the size from recipe 300. That's not how recipes work. Same thing with Pokemon. Each seed creates one complete Pokemon package. All the stats, the shininess, the ability, the nature, they're all connected to that one seed. You can't mix and match pieces from different seeds. This is why when you try to create a Pokemon with impossible stat combinations, Pkhex throws up red warning flags. It's not being mean. It's telling you that no seed exists that could create what you're asking for. So how do we solve this problem? How do we find our perfect Pokemon without breaking the rules? Enter the SV Seedfinder plugin. This thing is absolutely incredible. Think of this plugin like having a super-powered robot that can test millions of cookie recipes per minute. You tell it your wish list. I want a Pikachu. I want it to be shiny. I want it to have really good attack stats. And this robot goes, okay, give me 30 seconds. And then it comes back with a list. I found recipe number 745 that makes exactly what you want. Oh, and here's recipe 137 that's pretty close too. Let me show you just how simple this is to use. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate this live right now. I want to find a shiny Garchomp from a Terra raid. First, I'm opening Pkhex, and you can see I'm using Pkhex all-in-one, which already has all the plugins built in. If you're using regular Pkhex, you'll need to download and install the SV Seedfinder plugin separately. Going to Tools, and here's our SV Seedfinder. Opening it up. Step 1. I'm typing Garchomp in the species field. Step 2. I want this to be shiny, so I'm setting shiny to yes. Step 3. For nature, I want adamant because that boosts attack and lowers special attack. Perfect for a physical attacker like Garchomp. Step 4. For IVs, I'm not going to be greedy. I'll ask for good attack and speed, but I'll leave the others flexible. Now I click search, and look at this. The plugin is churning through thousands of seeds per second, testing each one to see if it matches my criteria. And there we go. Look at all these legal combinations. Every single one of these represents a real seed that can actually create this exact Pokemon in the game. I like this one right here. Perfect attack, great speed, shiny, adamant nature. Let me double click it. Bam! Perfect legal shiny Garchomp that will pass every single legality check. This Pokemon is indistinguishable from one you'd actually encounter in a raid den. Now, let me share the biggest mistakes I see people make when trying to create raid Pokemon. Mistake number 1. Trying to create impossible combinations. I see people wanting a Pokemon that's shiny, has perfect IVs and everything, the exact nature they want, and the hidden ability. Guys, that combination might not exist in any seed. Mistake number 2. Mixing stats from different seeds. You can't take the IVs from one seed result and combine them with the nature from another seed result. That's not how this works. Mistake number 3. Trying to make shiny Pokemon that are actually shiny locked. Some raid encounters simply cannot be shiny, period. The solution to all of these? Use the plugin. Be a little flexible with your requirements, and pick from the real results it gives you. Trust me, you'll find something you love. Now, you might be wondering, why should I care about all this technical stuff? Why not just create whatever Pokemon I want? Here's why legal seeds matter. Number 1. Your Pokemon will work perfectly in online battles. No weird glitches, no getting kicked from matches. Number 2. You can trade them safely without worrying about getting banned. Number 3. They transfer perfectly to Pokemon Home and future games. Number 4. You'll never have to worry about whether your Pokemon is legal or not. Think of it like having a real driver's license versus a fake one. The real one works everywhere because it's legitimate. Same principle here. Alright trainers, let's recap what we learned today. RNG isn't actually random. It's like a cookie factory that uses recipe numbers called seeds. Each seed creates one complete Pokemon package. You can't mix and match pieces. The SV Seedfinder plugin is your best friend for finding legal combinations that actually exist. Always use real seeds to create Pokemon that work everywhere and won't get you in trouble. And honestly, once you start using the plugin, you'll wonder why you ever tried to do it any other way. It's faster, it's easier, and you get perfect legal Pokemon every single time. If this helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe for more Pkhex tutorials, and drop a comment letting me know what Pokemon you want to find seeds for next. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Remember, legal Pokemon are happy Pokemon.